Where can I get myself a drink?
Hello everyone and welcome to the Wandering Barman, the deep dive episodes where I like to rip apart a cocktail and go to the ins and outs of why we're doing the cocktail, where it comes from, what's in it and why. Today we are doing the Bloody Mary, the ultimate of the hangover cures. So I hope you enjoy it. Look at the ingredients we've got. This is what you need, man. Celery and cucumber and nice lemon and pickles. This is what we're after. For now, let's set this aside. And what I want to talk about first is the Bloody Mary. First invented back in the 1920s in France, Paris, at a bar called the New York Bar. And it was essentially originally a kind of hangover drink, half vodka, half tomato juice, mental. And then it became very, very famous in the States back in the 50s when it genuinely had become the ultimate of the hangover cures. And by that point, people had, I don't even know what the opposite of bastardized is, because people just went nuts and they just made it their own. And from now on, you know, up until this point, whenever anyone makes a Bloody Mary from themselves, it's usually their own customized version. I'm going to show you mine and I want you to show me yours. That sounded weird, especially on a hangover. But the first thing that we want to do is we want to build our cocktail, okay? We're going to get into the ins and outs of if we shake, not shake, roll, stir, and all that in a minute. But we need to concentrate on the one thing that's going to take this hangover away from us. The one thing that we rely on most when we are completely hungover. The booze, okay? So traditionally, Bloody Mary is made with vodka. But there are also Bloody Marys with tequila, Bloody Marys with cognac. I'm going to stick true to the format. I'm going to use a lovely Russian vodka. Why not? It's cheap, it's cheerful. So what I'm going to do is usually you would go in with 60 mils of this. I'm just going to go in with 30 mils of my vodka first of all, okay? Because I'm going to give it a little twist. I'm going to go with a little bit of Pisco. Right? I'm going to go Peruvian, right? Pisco is like a kind of Peruvian, almost brandy kind of wine burntness. And it's very strong, but it's also really, really tasty. And I'm just going to go a half and a half here. Some people like tequila, as I said. Some people like cognac. I'm going to go for my Pisco, and I'm going to go in with another 30 mils. So right away, that hangover is already subsiding as I'm making this drink. Okay, so it's there. We have our booze. The nerves have calmed. We're all a little bit easy on ourselves, okay? The world has stopped shuddering a little bit. We're all good. Now comes the fun part. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I want to add in some spice. And I'm going to use Crazy Bastard sauce. A lot of people use Tabasco. All right. Go use Tabasco if you like, you boring wee bastard. Whatever. Go and find some good local, nice hot sauces, or even better, buy this stuff online. They ship worldwide. I love it. This is the Orange Label, which is quite fruity and spicy and made with ghost pepper and mango, right? So I'm going to go in just with a wee bit of there we go. That'll do me just now. The best thing about this drink is that we're going to really taste as we go. I mean, this is really important. It's like a breakfast. So I kind of want my breakfast to taste good. Second of all, we're going to go in with another local product of mine from Chili Punk. It's they do a lot of different salts, and this one is one of the super hots. It's made with habanero. And what I want to do is I've actually crushed it up in a pestle and mortar, and I'm going to show you why soon. But for now, I'm just going to add some salt in there, right? So some chili salt would be ideal. Okay, so now the next thing, Worcestershire sauce. Now, this is like Britain's you know, in Germany, where we are right now, they have this thing called Maggi, and it's like I think it's like Maggi Wurzel or something, and they kind of put it into soups and broths and stuff. This is the equivalent of that, I would say, but far superior. And I don't know what you get anywhere else in the world, but anything that you might put into a stew or a bolognese to give it that kick, this is what we want now. Worcestershire sauce, it's made with like sardines and garlic and soy sauce and salt. It's amazing. I'm going to go in heavy on this, right? Like really heavy, like 8 or 9 dashes. So for now, I'm just going to put that there. Okay, now to my little dish that I've created earlier. I want to, I'm just going to set it here for now. What I want to do is I need to get some lemons in there. You get some citrus in here because that is going to like bring everything down. All the saltiness that I'm actually adding and all the saltiness and the spices is going to help to balance it all down. So we want half a lemon's worth. And, call me crazy, but some beautiful coriander, right? Coriander is going to give it a little bit of that herby, kind of not soapy. Get that right out of your head right now. The weirdos who don't like coriander. It's such a beautiful herb to just bring everything together. It's like a little kind of salsa party, you know, that my Peruvian friend is like, oh, hello, little pisco and coriander, they go very well together, you know. So I'm kind of putting them in the mix. The next thing that I'm going to use is these wee things, right? A lovely pickle, right? I love a pickle, right? But this is going to be part of my decoration. But I want to do a little shot of pickle juice in there, right? Because that is just going to, that's a game changer. It's almost like putting olive brine in there. A lot of people make Bloody Marys with olives. I go pickle juice. Shoot me, kill me. I go pickle juice. So right now, that's what we're going with. I also want to go heavy on some pepper. Okay, so now I want to add my tomato juice. Okay, these little numbers here that we can easily shake up nice and good. So I want to add just now, right? Because, like I said earlier, I want to taste this. We're tasting it as we go with this one. More importantly than other drinks. It's good, man. I mean, I'm digging it. Personally, I think you could add a wee bit more salt. And I think that's about it, man. You know what? See, for good measure, I'm going in with another wee dash of vodka because a wee secret of cocktailing, if it's not quite getting there, if it's not quite getting... If you think that you can taste everything and everything seems fine, but something is missing, it's usually alcohol. Just a wee dash of alcohol will help you along the way. Okay, so I want to set this aside just for a second. And then I want to just get this chili punk chili salt. And what I've done is I've kind of pulverized it up to make it much, much smaller. And I want to take my glass, which I'm going to serve the drink in. I want to take a little bit of lemon, right? Make a little incision. I want to just want to go around the top, okay? Just like that, round the top. Then I want to kind of just... There we go. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Now that is what we're after. Okay, so we get our shaker, right? And it goes, all of it. And then we get our ice. And I know what you're thinking, cocktail makers. I get it. Calm down. I'm not shaking a Bloody Mary. Just chill, okay? Excuse your fingers. But we get some ice, right? Now what I do is very gently, just kind of roll this, okay? Not shaking it. You can also stir it in one of these stirring glasses if you want. Totally fine. But I'm just going to like, really slowly. You're not mixing anything. You're just rolling, just to kind of like blend everything together. Right? You don't want it coming out with like any sort of like tomato juice foam or anything. No, that's not what we're after. Okay. That's what we're after. So we come back here. We throw in some nice ice cubes. Want to come in here with the lovely stick of celery. And look how green everything is. Look how green it all is, right? And then I'm going to go in with this amazing hangover of a lifetime, the Bloody Mary. Because we've got coriander in here, I'm going to double strain it. Seamless, no? So, this is like a little stirrer for us. And then I want to come behind that, because we used some pickles, I'm going to give it one of these here. And you'll see some nice jalapenos on there. That's going to give it that extra kick. And then what I want to do is just set a couple of little, just turn that around, maybe you can see it. I just want to set 3 lovely little cucumber things just right on top. No, I'm sorry. But look at that for a Bloody Mary. That is something that I'm going to cherish when I'm sitting at the hotel bar, holding my head in my hands going, the fear will always be strong. So that's the Bloody Mary. Thank you for tuning in to the deep dive. I have loads of little deep dive videos. Go check them out. You can also go on to buymeacoffee.com, The Wandering Barman, and you'll find me there with loads of podcasts, recipes. Just look for any links in your peripherals, and you'll get taken to wherever, and you can see more stuff. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again. Be careful of the hangovers.